Prosecutors promised that after 3 years of waiting, they would prove to the jury and the public Aaron Dean is guilty of murder.
This is not a self-defense case. This is murder.
But some community leaders say they were disappointed the state called less than a dozen witnesses and rested its case after only 3 days.
That's unacceptable. This is a poor job by the prosecution.
They wanted to hear from the former police chief who said publicly Dean violated his training and would have fired him. And they wanted a use of force expert to potentially show what Dean did was not justified. He fired within split seconds after seeing a Tatiana Jefferson at her window and never identified himself as an officer.
That's a poor prosecution, in my opinion, to not call people who are vital to the prosecution of this case. It's mind-boggling.
And community leaders wanted the jury to see the body camera video multiple times. They saw it once. We asked legal experts what they thought. Tolly Hoffer is a former prosecutor.
I was always told if the evidence is good enough to show once, show it twice. You really, the impactful evidence that you have, you want to make sure that it gets in front of the jury and they really understand it.
Prosecutors only called one character witness, a Tatiana's sister, to talk about who she was.
I'm sure a lot of people in the community are like, well, why didn't you call 10 other people to talk about how wonderful she is? But unfortunately, that's not what's at trial here.
And the state can still call rebuttal witnesses after the defense, so this case is far from over. In Fort Worth, I'm Rebecca Lopez.